Ahem. Welcome back. Wow, that is loud for me. I'm not sure if it's loud for you. I hope it's not loud for you, but welcome back. I'm back. I'm here. I started this late, but that's fine. That's fine. A little bit of tardiness is fine. I actually pushed this on late, too. I started late because of a few things. A few things happened. A few great things, I should say. First of all, not feeling sick anymore. I'm feeling like a solid 80% of what I was last week, but with like 120% energy, so it balances out. Yeah, I'm not feeling as strong as I was last week, but I'm feeling more energized for some reason. I don't know, that's probably going to wane, especially now that it's later for me. I need to set up everything. I do. I do, and that is not set up. Oh my, that is quite the bore. Quite the bore. Not bore as in boring, but bore as in like, is that actually the word? Is that the word? Is that what bore means? Is there, for some reason, I believe there's a second definition for bore. You know what? I'm going to ask my favorite search engine, Firefox. Definition. Because I feel like there's another one. Like bore as in, not just boring. Alright, so, oh. Well, let's pull this up, actually. Blah, 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 blah. Is this the right thing? Oh, this is not scaled properly. It's fine, probably. Bore, verb. 1. To make a hole in something, especially with a revolving tool. 2. To make one's way through, for example, a crowd. Noun. 1. The hollow part inside a gun barrel or other tube. 2. Short for borehole. Borehole sounds like an insult. I can't be the only one who thinks that. Borehole sounds like an insult. Also, let me just do a quick sound check. Sound check. Yeah, I sound amazing, as always. But, you know, today's special. I don't know why. I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling great today. I wasn't feeling great earlier. No, I was. That's a lie. I was feeling great. I was actually overjoyed. My heart was probably palpitating. Because I realized what I was doing today. And what I was doing today is not a bore. Oh my, it's a thrill. It's a jazz. It's a bop. It's a ditty. It's a going to the Hololive Nexus Gate pop-up. I went. It's open yesterday, and I went, and oh my, it is quite. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was everything I hoped it would be and more. It was amazing. I've never been to a pop-up before, so my standards are low, but oh my goodness gracious, did it surpass them? It very much surpassed them. Let's see. Where should I recant my tales? Where should I start my journey? I suppose I should start it when I walked in the mall. I made several wrong turns in that parking lot. That is a huge parking lot, by the way. Huge complex, I will say. It's one of the biggest malls in the world, or at least the biggest malls in America. Let me look it up. Biggest malls in America. It's got to be like top 10 easily. It's easily top 10. It's not the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. It's what was it? The American Dream Mall, which is the second biggest. The second biggest. Wow. The second biggest mall in the United States, right behind the Mall of America and right above the Galleria. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, okay, there's a huge difference between the difference between second and third, or American Dream and Galleria, in terms of size. Both are roughly 3 million square feet, or 280,000 square meters. The Mall of America in Minnesota is 5.6 million square feet, or 52,000 square meters. I feel like no, that's the right conversion, I guess. Yeah, 52,000 square meters with over 520 stores in that one, but American Dream has over 450 stores. That's crazy. That's a lot. That is a lot of stores. Wow. I like malls. I'm not bopping with them. I'm vibing with them. I think they're fun. And that one was quite quite fun. I spent a lot of money. That's the only downside. But it was worth it. It was so worth it. Oh man, I need to do stuff. I have stuff to do. I have a bag right next to me. Speaking of which, they have custom bags. And it's so pretty. That's a keepsake in itself, the bag. But let me go through my merch. I have to go through my merch. Do I go through? No, I know. I have to recant the tale first. I have to recant the tale, then I go for merch. Right. So I go into the mall, and it is quite the labyrinth. The parking lot, I mean, not even the mall itself. The mall itself is huge, but the parking lot is a different beast. Oh my. So I made several wrong turns in that complex. Luckily, once you're in the complex, it's easier to stay in than it is to get out. It's easier to stay in. Though I almost, funnily enough, went on the racetrack. Almost went towards the racetrack instead of the mall. Because if you don't know, there's a big racetrack there. And the only reason I remember that is because I watched the entirety of Uma Musume. In the past 3 days, I watched the entirety, all 53 episodes that have been released. Still waiting on episode 2 of Core 2 of Cinderella Grey, because Cinderella Grey is amazing. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about horse racing, we're talking about merch and pop-ups. Somehow, some way, I navigate into the mall. I lock my car, and I head in, I go up, and it's like, great, I'm here now. Now, I'm on the escalator. Where is this thing gonna be? I'm pretty sure it's on the first floor. And then the escalator comes up, I turn to my left, and I see it. I don't even have to look for it. I don't need to ask, excuse me, where is the pop-up Doko? I don't need to ask any of that. Oh, no. I am right there. And instead of just entering like a normal person, I do my very passionate fan thing of sizing it up from the outside, kind of stalking it a little creepily, but you know, I'm just so overjoyed. I'm thrilled. I'm jazzed. I am absolutely loving it. And it is a beauty. It is a giant pop-up in the middle of the mall. A giant pop-up. Or at least for me, I don't know what a pop-up is normally. Again, this is my first one, but oh my, I'm very enthused. Very, very enthused. And then I make my way around to the entrance, and I'm kind of sitting there awkwardly because I'm still trying to size it up, but the staff member makes eye contact with me. They make eye contact with me. And I was like, well, I can't size up anymore. Have to bite the bullet, have to go in, have to hope I don't have a heart attack. Because I am absolutely jazzed. So, I walk up. I talk, and the guy just says, hey, do you want to come in? And I'm awkward about it because, you know, I'm nervous, but I nod and I'm allowed entry. And it's like this big gate, or this reasonably sized gate for a pop-up. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure how pop-ups normally work, but I go through this like gate, and then it's like this story of the Nexus Gate, whatever you want to say. They have a bunch of cardboard cutouts of everyone, and oh my, I love it. They have so many cardboard cutouts of like all the talents. They have so many cardboard cutouts. I was taking pictures of everything. I was being very awkward around the cutouts, and then a second staff member made eye contact with me, and we chatted up a little bit, and he offers to take a picture for me. And then I say, thank you, I'm so nervous, and I take a picture posing next to Shiori Novelle. I take a picture. And then I continue gazing at all the text on the wall, all the beautiful art, by the way. The art is beautiful there, I do have to say. There's this nice one where they're having like a nice piece of art on the wall where they're having like a big old KFP feast, and it's just Jadam my soul. It is nice. It is absolutely nice. But anyway, I'm still in this middle section, and it's not, well, I think it's a pretty big pop-up, but it's not like this giant labyrinth you have to walk through and see everything. It's like something that's reasonably sized, and I'm just going really slow because I'm just taking it all in and trying not to have a heart attack. Right. So I see the demon guard dogs, Fuwamoko. I take a picture of them, and I'm being awkward around there because I'm very nervous and very excited. And then the same staff member is like, do you want me to take another picture of you? And I stammer, very awkward, like, blah, 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 blah. And I just say yes, softly. So I give him my phone, And what I do, I crouch down on the knee in between Fumoko and, oh man, who was it? Bijou and Elizabeth? Let me check my photos. I have it in my photos. I took way too many photos. Oh my goodness gracious, I took way too many photos. Yeah, worth though. Oh my goodness gracious, I took way too many photos. Okay, Bibu and Narissa. Okay, that makes sense. And I had this really neat photo of me being dorky, getting down on one knee, the other knee out, flashing like peace signs, with the demon guard dogs on my left shoulder and Bibu and Narissa on my right. And it is a blast. It is a blast. And oh my. And then I still stammer around awkwardly, going around the place. And then I see more and I don't want to bother this guy for pictures so often because he seems really nice, really cool, really everything. And I don't want him to think I'm sort of some like creepy person. Which my behavior was not very non-creepy. Well, no, it was fine. It was very obvious that I was a pretty big fan. I do have to say it's pretty obvious. But I am just overjoyed, and luckily I'm the only person there. I think it was a bit of a lull in the day, so I'm not bothering other patrons. I'm not really bothering anyone else, just the staff. Who are saints, who are absolute saints. Who are saints. I'm just bothering them. But now, it's my turn to ask. So I see Crony, and she's doing a pose that I think I forget what, no, it was just the typical Crony pose, but the typical Crony pose is like, so cool. So I muster up all my courage. I go to the staff members and, hey, actually, could you take one more picture of me? And then we do. And then we start making he does. He takes one more picture. And then he starts making casual conversation. Because I have gushed. So much. So. I've gushed. Anyways. Where was I? Yes, gushing. I was gushing about all things Hololive. So he asked me, like, oh, how long have you been a fan? And I give him my life story. 2020. Well, actually, it was 2019. Why did I say 2020? Now that guy thinks I'm incorrect. It was 2019, wasn't it? Or was it 2020? I don't know. Oh, shoot. I don't even know. I think the original thing that got me in was a clip of Fubuki saying, I'm a scat man. And you're like, ba 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 da da, something like that. Like, just scatting. And I thought that was really cute and funny. And then I saw the announcement for Hololive English Myth that were being dropped. And I was like, ooh, this seems like fun. And it was. And it still is. And that was the spiel I gave to the guy. That was my wholesome story. And again, really nice guy. Really nice staff there, I do have to say. All the staff, amazing. The staff, amazing. The Popup, also amazing. But my experience is just golden so far. It's everything I wanted it to be. Anyways, I get to the end of the pop-up, and they have all the merch on display. And you don't get the merch there. You fill out a form with what you want and how much you want of it. And then you bring that to their, I guess, their physical pop-up store. This is I don't know exactly what the difference is, but you bring it to them where they actually have the merch. So I'm kind of staring at merch for an exorbitant period of time. And they have so much cool merch. They have so much cool merch. They have posters, acrylic stands, cards, keychains, wallets, shirts, hats, blankets. Shout out to that hollow council blanket that almost made me cry because it was OG council. It was an OG council blanket with not just Bae and Crony, but Fauna, Sana, and Mume. And oh my, Promise 5 Ever. Speaking of Promise 5 Ever, there was also a shirt with Myth. All 5 members of Myth. So Myth 5 Ever as well. Oh my. Myth 5 Ever. Enough to make a very passionate fan cry. Anyway, the merch was pretty fun. I saw pictures of a certain shirt that said, I joined Hololive English for dimensional travel, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. But I didn't see that there. I think I wasn't looking hard enough. I think there was one shirt I didn't see. Or maybe they sold out of it. No. Maybe. I don't even know. But anyways, I gaze, and I spent so much time just gawking at merch, trying to calculate, okay, what can I spend money on? And also feel justified in eating dinner tonight. What can I do? How can I make this work? And eventually, I decide on some things. My wallet is not happy, but I am over the moon. I am over the moon. And after, again, it was a while. And while I'm doing this, there's a big screen right behind me with them telling the Nexus story or whatever. And then, I don't remember, I wasn't paying attention much to the screen. I just remember Bibu just talking a lot. And it was very fun, very cute. But, man, she was echoing through that mall. She was echoing. Even when I walked away from there. Even when I was in the second floor. Even when I was, like, very much down the hall. Koseki Bijou could be heard. It's like, wow, that's wild. That is wild. That was wild. So I fill out my form, and then I walk over to the shop. The actual shop where I turned it in, and then they get the merch and I pay for it. But before I talk about that, I need to get more water. So I will return in like a minute-ish, maybe? I also think I have a sandwich downstairs. I might want that. Oh, wrong thing. I'm back. Wait. I'm back. I am back. I have water. I have a sandwich, a chicken sandwich. It's a good chicken sandwich. And I have to wrap it up. Not wrap it up. I'm not wrapping up the stream, not even close. But my story is almost coming to an end. And man, I cannot check on Twitch to see if everything's okay. So I hope everything's okay on Twitch. And if you're on Twitch, I hope you're doing okay. Because let me pull up chat. I can do that. Probably no one is. Okay, yeah, that's not good. But no chat messages that I've ignored. And I like not ignoring things. So this is good for me, I guess. Right. Sorry, I need to stay hydrated. Anyway, I make my list of purchases, what I want to buy, and I'm going to be completely honest. A spoiler alert, I'm not sure if I bought everything I wanted to buy. So when I feel enough time has passed, I might go back. And I might hurt my wallet again. But that is besides the point. The point is, I made my list. I checked it twice. And I went over to the Popup. The actual Pop, I guess, where they have the merch, where I can physically purchase the goods that I gawked at, where I can physically change money in for plastic and metal and whatever they are. And I got there, again, super nice stat there too. Well, actually, before I got there, I had to do a lap around, I think it was right by the ice rink, the physical stores where they have the goods and they have the payment processing. I did a lap around the ice rink because I literally wanted to cool down because I was so excited, over the moon. I needed to cool down, so I did a lap around. And I took a picture of the store once I did that lap around. I did a full lap around to cool off because of the ice rink. And the ice rink is cool. So it was pretty relaxing. It was pretty calming. And then I go in to the store. I turn in my form. They bring me a bag. They check it off. And I'm like, yep, perfect. Sounds good. I change my money into goods. And we all leave happy. Now, I have to, not unbox, but I have to check out this goodie bag. And again, I think I'm going to go back. I remember saying something in the car ride, but yeah. And first of all, I do have to say, they have this really nice, sleek plastic bag with the Chronicles of Hololive EN, the Nexus Gate. Oh my. With cover corp Hololive. Oh my, it's a really beautiful bag. I'm going to keep the bag. It's iconic to me. But let's see, in this goodie bag, the first thing. Okay, maybe I'll pause. Give me one moment. And I muted, I forgot. Hopefully that had nothing bad on it. I don't think it did. Yeah, but I'll click off of this just because. Let's go to that. Okay, but back to the story. Goodie time. Goodie time. What did I have? What do I have in terms of goods? Well, I finally got everything, turned my form, and let's reach into the bag one by one. And also, again, beautiful bag. Really beautiful bag. Really love the design. But the first, oh my. First thing I got is this. Is this a poster? I think it was a poster. But it seems thicker than normal poster paper. I don't know. But yes, I got this Shiori novella little poster. I think it's like 11 by 7. Is this a poster? I actually can't tell. It's thicker than I thought it would be. It's much firmer. Do I open this? I don't even know. I should have probably double checked the merch, but whatever. This is really nice. I'm fairly certain it is a poster, but wow, it is. Is it a plastic one? That's really interesting. Because it's definitely more firmer. It's a poster. Don't get me wrong, it is a poster. But it's much firmer than I do recall. Oh my, but it's clean. A nice Shiori Novella little poster. I'll measure it. I'll see the size. The size, the width is roughly 9 inches by, and the height is that 12? A little bit over, roughly 12, roughly a foot. 9 inches by a foot. Lovely, lovely. Right. Give me a second. Right. What is next? That was probably the largest thing. Let's talk about an acrylic stand. A Oro Crony in her casual outfit acrylic stand. Hololive closet. It has a little Hololive pin too. Oh my, it is very cute, very casual, very chic. And I do adore it. And wow, it's actually pretty tall too for an acrylic figure. It wasn't one of the big acrylic figures, but it's taller than I realized. I think that's a good thing. I mean, Crony has long... Wait, how many... I need to find out how much legs this is. Let's see. The height of the figure, and this is including the halo, is roughly... Oh my. A bit over 6 inches. Alright, let me go from the waist of the jeans to the shoe. Oh, wow. Wow. From the waist of her jeans to her shoes is 4 inches. The height of the figure is 6 inches. But the figure also has like what is this, like half an inch? Nearly half an inch of plastic, like as a halo almost. That is over, that's like roughly 70% legs. That is cool. That is really cool. Really impressive. Really love her casual outfit. Speaking of, what? Is this the right thing? This is the right thing. Okay. Second figure I have, a bit smaller, but, you know, a bit smaller figure as well. The Hako's Bale's idol outfit. Not figure, acrylic stand. Why did I say figure? It's an acrylic stand of Hako's Bale's in her idol outfit. And it is very cute, very energetic. Really like it. Really like the base too. It's a nice minimalist, like reddish orange. I do like it. And lastly, got some double trouble. I got 2 packs, not 1, but 2 packs of the Hololive, not Hololive English, Hololive trading card game. Got 2 packs. I don't know how I'm going to open them. I don't know when I'm going to open them. I kind of want to open them now. Oh my, they're shiny. They are shiny. Ooh, they glisten. Oh my. They're nice. It's been such a long time since I opened up trading cards. I think it was, oh my. I'm so old. I remember when trading cards were like $1. Well, these weren't expensive because, you know, I did not buy from scalpers. I didn't buy from scalpers. I bought from the source. And the source was reasonably affordable. But yeah, I got 2 packs of Hololive Blooming Radiance cards. Hopefully I get something. Well, no, I'll definitely get something good. I mean, I'm feeling the luck. I am feeling the luck. But beyond that, literally any card I pull is good. I have a Zeta card that I got from a very kind stranger at the All for One concert, and that still adorns my desk. But yeah, now I have so much more. Oh wait, how am I gonna? Now I have to struggle to figure out how I'm gonna organize my desk because I added so much stuff. And honestly, it's worth it. But that was my experience with Hololive English, or Hololive the Nexus Gate pop-up shop. Very fun experience. If you're within range of the American Dream Mall, I recommend going. I think I might go again because it was really fun. It was really fun. Even if I don't buy anything, even if you don't buy anything, it's fun to go through the pop-up. It's fun to go through there. It feels surreal. It's like Hololive, but in real life. And that's why I'm quite thoroughly jazzed, quite thoroughly enthused. There was other things at the mall that I will discuss. Should I discuss it now? No, I want to talk more about the Hololive thing. one of the reasons why I want to go back, in addition to just fun, is because I might want to buy more merch. I remember when I was there, they had keychains, like metal keychains of some Hololive members. And I'm a really big fan of practical art you can physically use. Art that's different than just a poster. Granted, posters are great. I love posters. I bought a poster. But art can be more than that. And if you can like physically use art, like let's say a phone case or something, I think that's cool. Or what do I have practical art? Oh yeah, I have a Mint Phantom sleeping mask. And I think that's really cool. So I just really do love practical art. And they have keychains, and that's art that can be used in daily life or blah blah blah, whatever. But for some reason, it took me forever to realize that I could. I thought when I was there, for some reason, that that's really cool, but I don't use keychains. Then, when I'm in the car ride back, like hours later, I'm reminiscing about this. It's like, yeah, those keychains, they were really cool, but I don't use keys. Now, I hope you understood my folly. Because when I said that out loud, in my car, that I have keys for, I realized something. I put 2 and 2 together. I said, no, wait, I have keys. I use keys. I use keys. And I feel so dumb for only realizing then when I physically said out loud, when I'm in my car, which has keys, which uses keys, because keys are a very important thing. And I felt like such a dum-dum. I felt like quite the buffoon. To not even consider it, because even though I thought it was cool, and to not even consider getting it because I didn't think I'd use it. But I literally have keys. They're right next to me. Hear the jingle jangle of them? Well, they're mostly plastic. Well, no, the key itself is metal, but the plastic cover. Oh wait, are we good? It's disconnected. Ooh, let's hope we're good. Cause no. Hello? But yes, there was so much cool things that I wanted to see, that I wanted to get. To pretend to be a responsible adult. I had to masquerade as a responsible adult. But yes, 10 out of 10 experience. I love it. I hope they do more pop-up shops. Hopefully, more pop-up shops around me that I can reasonably get to. Because this was one I could reasonably get to. Wasn't too crazy for me to get there. And I really, really like that. I really, really do. Ah, lovely, lovely. But I was a fool. I was a fool. Because I did something stupid. I did something foolish. Once I was done with the pop-up, I kept walking. And now, normally that's not foolish. It's a mall. You want to walk around. You want to experience it. But little did my wallet know, it would be hit again. A second pop-up had hit my wallet. For unbeknownst to me, in addition to the Hololive Nexus Gate pop-up going on at today, at the same time, there was a second pop-up. A second pop-up for a little series that's only been going on for 45 years. I, of course, am talking about the Gundam pop-up. Shout out to Meme, wherever you are. You're not here, but if you're in the VOD, I'm going to make you so jealous. I'm going to make you jealous. There was a Gundam pop-up. And it was massive. It was massive. They had, basically, it broken up to 3 sections. The sales section, which is the first section you see, a bunch of Gunpla, a bunch of other stuff. The second section is a bunch of figurines on display. Also, did you know there was a Gundam, like, tabletop RPG game? Because I didn't. Granted, I'm not too familiar with Gundam like, in general, but I didn't know there was a fully fledged game. I was not familiar with that. I was not. And the third section was the painting and building section. And oh my, it was massive. It was massive. So I go on to the main, like, purchasing goods section for the Gunpla. Wow, I need some water. Sorry about that. I don't know what I inhaled, but I think it's salt. I think I inhaled salt. I don't know why. One more sip of water should do it. So I go into the Gunpla shopping section, right? And I go around, and I'm just seeing everything, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. Because, wow, this is cool. And in the back, they have a giant monitor playing, I don't even know what, ads, episodes, whatever you want, whatever it was related to Gundam. And it was really cool. They have just a ton of Gunpla lining shelves everywhere. They have a shelf against the back wall with a ton of stuff. And they have 2 shelves in the center. Stuff on both sides of them. And they have like pallets of Gunpla that are pretty popular. And I spent forever gawking at everything, looking at everything. Wow, this is cool. Wow, this is cool. And note, I would just like to make this known. I have never once in my life bought a Gunpla or made a Gunpla. The closest I've done is seen like streamers play with them. By play with them, I mean make them. But it seems like fun. It does seem like fun. It does seem like I was being too. So I might have bought Gunpla. I might have. And by that I mean I did. So let me get that goodie bag. And this one's pretty heavier. Because this goodie bag, they gave me a tote. A Gunpla 45th anniversary with Geeks or GQ like 5U's and X. I forgot how to pronounce it. A tote with a bunch of Gunpla on it, and it's really cool. And I purchased 2. Oh, it's the 30th anniversary of Wing W. It's the 30th anniversary of. On one side it says that, and the other side it says Gunpla 45th anniversary. I mean, there's a reason why it's cool. And this is a really, really high value tote bag, I do have to say. I'm very impressed with the quality of this. I'm very impressed that I got it for free. Well, I got it with the purchase of goods. And what did I purchase? I purchased 2 Gunpla. One basic starter kit, which is this one? It is. This is the Gundam Base Limited RX-782 Gundam, the Gundam base color. It's an entry grade one. I don't need any special tools for it. No glue, no paint, and no clippers, or whatever it is. And this is really cool. Maybe I'll do a Gunpla building stream. That would be fun. That would be fun. I might also open the Hololive trading card pack stream. Oh, also, in addition to other free stuff I got some Gundam. I don't even know what to call this. I should have looked it up. It was like the Gundam, like the V on the Gundam's heads. It's like that V. And it's like this cardboard thing. It reminds you of the Burger King crown. That's what it reminds me of. And they gave it to me for free. This little plastic one. I felt like a child in like a candy store. And I felt very overjoyed. Can I put it on? Not over my headphones, but it is weird. But weird, I mean like weird and cool. And it's a cool little keepsake that I'm going to leave on my desk for now. Somehow, somewhere. That's blocking the monitor, but that's fine. The monitor and screen. And then in addition to that, I bought a Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam, or Gunpla. The Gundam Base Limited Gundam Barbados Metallic Loss Injection. And the cover art looks cool, and the Gunpla itself looks cool, and I can't wait to build it. Again, maybe I'll do it on stream. A Gunpla building stream. That would be fun. That would be fun. And for those of you who don't know, I briefly mentioned I'm not too familiar with Gundam. I'm not. I really am not. But I have watched Iron-Blooded Orphans. I technically do need to finish it. After 5 years, I haven't finished it. But I watched like 70 episodes of it. So I like it. I do like it. I do enjoy it. I think Gundam is fun. I think Gunpla building is fun. And I think I might be excited to try. And then after I purchased that, after I got the tote, I gawked at the little displays they had. And they had a lot of displays. I have some good footage of that. The Menace has arrived. Hello, Menace. How are you? I hope you are well. I am well. I am gushing over my experience at pop-ups in, they had a couple pop-ups in the American Dream Mall. I went for the Hololive one, the Hololive Nexus one. It was a blast. And I accidentally stumbled upon the Gundam pop-up. And it was also a blast. And I bought 2 Gunpla. I gawked at You Need a Moment to Chill. We all do. Yeah. Hope your day can be more relaxing, I suppose. Or night, or evening, or wherever time zone it is for you. For me, it's later. But that's nice. Well, I hope it's nice. Your time to chill. So, in addition to those 2, I walk around, enjoying all the Gunpla, learning that there's a tabletop game. And then I get to the building section. I'm not going to go in initially, because I don't want to build my thing there. But I make eye contact with the staff member. And once you make eye contact, you have to go in. He invited me in, and I went in, I gawked. Ooh, funny story. I like funny stories. My friend invited me to his modern Minecraft server, and it took me under 15 minutes to discover horrors even he was not aware of. We're honest. Oh no. Like, should I ask? Like horrors of like, I don't even want to ask. Knowing Minecraft, it could be the worst possible thing, or it could be the best possible thing. It could be something silly, or it could be something like war crime-esque. I've seen, I did watch not too long ago, the Rich Civilization versus Poor Civilization, Minecraft server thing. That was very interesting to see political assassinations in Minecraft. And that's why Minecraft scares me. Because when you talk about a Minecraft server, you never know what kind of horrors you're getting into. Because there will be some horrors. Maybe it's a political coup. Maybe it's a political assassination. Maybe it's just an optimized mob farm. You never know. But it's always terrifying. The fear of what it could possibly be is just, oh my. But yes, where was I? Oh yes, I got corralled into the Gunpla building section, Gunpla main section, and I didn't want to build my Gunpla there, so I wasn't going to, but I did want to look around at the very least. So I look around, and they have these really, really nice seats. And I was like, you know what? I could take a moment and sit down, right? I'm a strong, independent stone, and I want to take a minute to sit down. So I do. And a second staff member came, right? And she's talking to me, and she's like, oh yeah, cool. You want to build one? And I was like, oh. Like, you want me to buy another one and we can build it? And before I can even ask, she's like, yeah, no, I'll get you one over, and I'll bring over some cutters. You built Gunpla before, right? I say no, because I'm too nervous to ask questions. And she's just dominated the conversation. She is such a very, very talented worker. Very talented staff member who's just really fluent and flowing. And she's just dominating this conversation, pressing all the right buttons so I don't have to. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's really cool and easy. And basically, for free, I got a third Gunpla just from walking in. And I feel bad that I got it for free, but oh my, it was really cool, really easy to build. And I had a really good blast, I had a blast building it, and now it adorns my computer, not my desk. And I see your messages. Let me read them now. I'm sorry, I was on a tangent and I was too reminiscing. So let me read. Your friend added this the dimensional doors mod. What he didn't know is if you die while in those dimensions, it takes you to limbo, which is a horrifying dimension that you can't escape by dying. The only way to escape is by going deeper and find this red external liquid that teleports you back to the overworld. Oh my, that's... Wow. Well, that's actually... Thanks. Thanks for the nice Gunpla stuff. But, wow, that is... I didn't know that. I remember, I think it was like Dan TDM or someone. I remember watching the Dimensional Doors mod. But, and I do remember... No, I don't remember anything much about that. I didn't remember what happened when you die. I knew it was a bit freaky, but... Purgatory? Oh my. That's a bit scary. That is a bit scary. Wow. Well, it could have been worse. It could have... Well, no, I should never say that. Because whenever you say it could have been worse, there's always something worse than you ever imagined just pop up. No, it could have been better. It could have just been a nice dimension full of cupcakes and puppies and rainbows. It could have been better. And now, hopefully, there's going to be... I don't know. It's horrifying because if you look up, there's this huge red eye just always staring down on you. Oh my. That does not sound pleasant. That does not sound pleasant. Not at all. Not at all. I made... When I redecorated my desk, I realized that I put a lot more eyes on it than before. By that I mean there was 0 eyes, and now there's probably over 50 pairs of eyes, and my desk is facing me, so there's like 50 pairs of eyes staring at me whenever I go to sleep. And when I first realized this, I said, wow, that is very creepy. But yes, a giant red eye in the sky just beating down on you. That's ooh, that's not the image that you can sleep to. That's not an image that's very nice and cool, I will say. Right, I think I have dilly-dallied enough. I think we can start with the actual katakana and hiragana. Please tell me they're like googly eyes. No, it's not. It's just eyes of stuff. Like I have like this piplup on my desk that I have, like this plastic piplup, and it has 2 eyes. It's just mostly like trinkets like that, like animal or humanoid trinkets I have. They have eyes, and they're all pointed at my desk. Granted, I will say, they're not googly eyes, but they're not, like, scary eyes. But I have a piggy bank, right? That's well over a decade old. And its eyes, they're like Uncanny Valley. Not Uncanny Valley. It's not, no, definitely not Uncanny Valley, but, it has the most unnerving eyes out of everything I have on my desk. Out of everything, it has the most unnerving eyes. These 2 white ovals with 2 black ovals inside of it. And for some reason, it's just not like the typical cartoon eyes. It's not like the googly eyes on me. But, it's... You know, staring at it is a little creepy. But luckily, I have roughly like 40 other pairs of eyes staring at me, which kind of balances out the creep factor. Because at their point, it just gets, it's just eyes. But it was just the piggy bank. Oh my. Oh my. Right, are we... I moved stuff around. Oh no. That should be good enough. Yes, we can practice now. We can actually practice. Wait, let me see if we can actually practice. Also, you know, let me just check Twitch chat, just in case. Because I am multicasting on Twitch, as I always try to, because, you know, why not? Okay, no one in chat. Good. I don't want to ignore messages. Or don't want to ignore messages, but blah, blah, blah. My tongue is tied, my throat is dry, an aggressive reminder to drink water. Hydrated. And now, I can begin. Right. With, this should be Rue. Or is it Ro? It's Rue. It's Ro. Oh. Sue, okay. I think I can get the groove of this. Let me focus on getting things correct rather than getting things quickly. Because I've been doing things a little quickly, a little silly recently. So I think I can tone it down and focus on getting it right. Man, I just had the worst possible timing to jinx myself like that. Oh my. Oh, but speaking of kana, I actually got to practice, reading it. I actually got to practice reading it. Because in the Hololive pop-up, there was a bit of kana on the writing. Granted, I didn't know what it meant, but I could translate it. No, I could understand the phonetics of it. I did not understand what it meant, but I understood the phonetics. And that made me feel happy. That made me feel happy that there was just... That was hiragana. Was it hiragana? It's katakana? Yeah, it's the hiragana, right? Hiragana is the more commonly used one. Katakana is more so for, like, foreign words, right? Yes, okay. Okay, it's been a while since I, quizzed myself on that. Quiz myself is not the right word. But I'm not taking it slowly. I already have 4 wrong. Oh my. That's fine. It was fine. I'm really... Okay, I guess I'm yapping a little bit. I'm yapping a little bit too much. And it is derailing me a little bit. Is that the right word? Maybe I can just breathe in, breathe out, and say this is chew. It's not chew, it's chew, and I knew that. And I'm frustrated by that. But it's fine. It is fine. No need for frustration. It's just practice for a reason. It is practice for a reason. Oh, it's G. Oh my. I guess I'm rusty. Last week I barely touched this, so I guess I'm pretty rusty, and that's okay. For rusty, that means we just have that much to improve. We just have that much to improve. Right. This is Gia, and I'm going to turn on my fan because I think I'm getting a little hot. I've been noticing that my room has been getting a bit stuffier lately. I think it's because of... I don't know. I was going to say because of my computer, but no, my computer has been on a lot in the past year itself. For the past, 10 months, hasn't it? Yeah. My debut, if you want to call it that, or the formation of my channel was on January 4th, 2025. And it is January 7th. 2025. Sorry, not January. October 7th, 2025. So I'm almost at my 10 month anniversary. Man, maybe I should do something special for my streaming anniversary. Well, debut anniversary, I'll say. You know what? Maybe on January 4th, I'll make a debut anniversary or re-debut or something. Yeah, I want preparing something special would be nice. Preparing something special. Oh my goodness gracious! Speaking of something special, I forgot. At the pop-up for the Hololive pop-up, I was allowed to. How do I say this? We were allowed to write a little post-it note out and put it on like a wall. And you know, you could write maybe a message to your idol, maybe something like I was here, blah blah blah. I wrote congratulations to Calliope Mori because it was announced. Was it yesterday? Was it the day before? It was yesterday, or the day before. It was announced that she will be doing the second opening for what is it called? Gachiakatu? I don't know how to pronounce the anime show. It's a fun show so far. I had a blast watching the first core of the first season. Hopefully the second core is also good as well. But apparently she has been a pretty big fan of the manga for a while before it picked up popularity. And her song Wanted Wasted was inspired by that. And apparently the author of Gachi Akuta saw Wanted Wasted and was like, wow, I kind of want that vibe for my opening. And apparently, I think they know each other or friends or something like that. And it's just that cross-cultural pollination that's blooming. And it's really cool to see. And I remember seeing the checklist of everything Callie wanted to do on her debut. She's done. I was like, wow, that's really impressive. Because it is really impressive. And it's been, what, 5 years? Or has it been more? Let me look up Hololive Myth debut. Hololive Myth debut. Oh, wow. September 12th and 13th, 2020. Yeah. It has been over 5 years of Hololive Myth, or Hololive English, I should say. That's wild. That is wild. Oh my. 5 years of memories. And I cherish them each and every day. Wow. I'm getting sentimental. Aww. Cute. I really am grateful for... I love Hololive. I love the entire growth of the VTuber industry as seen by my chiseled exterior. I really am inspired a lot by them. And not just even Hololive, Holostars, indie creators. I really do appreciate the past 5 years of media I've consumed from them. Roughly 5 years of media. Over 5 years of media. That's a long time to be a fan of something. Heck, it's a long time for something to be around. And I don't think I show my gratitude enough, but it is really inspiring. And maybe quite selfishly, I want to aspire to make an impact like that. Maybe definitely not as big. I'm not nearly as talented or as hardworking as they are, but to do something like that would be a dream. To make an impact. Maybe I should make my resolutions over, or not even resolutions for this year, but goals. A goals stream, huh? That would be nice. Goals for me, because I made personal goals like read more books, do a cover of a song, but yeah, a physical goal stream. Goals for this channel. That would be interesting. That would really be interesting. Oh my. I'm gushing. Let me make sure sound is working correctly. I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing a lot. So let me check, and I'll put music back on in a second. There we go. Sound is on. Voice is on. Everything is honky-dory. And so are we, because this is a Gyo. But yes, what was I talking about? I really am grateful for that, and it is inspirational. So maybe I should create a goals challenge for me. Not a goals challenge. No, not a challenge. Goals aren't something you challenge. They're something you aspire for. They're not something you can just do on an instant. They take hard work, they take skill, and they take luck. And to do that all together really excites me. I should make a goal stream. Well, I guess the current goal I have, in addition to finally upgrade my setup. Actually, I have a few goals. You know, no, pause what we're doing. We're doing goals. We're doing goals now. I have 3 goals. I have 3 goals that I want to share. So we're talking about them. Selfishly, purposefully, and then we will continue on with stream. Then we will continue on with our practice. But for now, oh, I also have a sandwich. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, I forgot to eat my sandwich. I I forgot I had it in my room. I brought it up. After mentioning that I think I have a sandwich downstairs. I do. It's a chicken sandwich. I'm going to eat it. Oh my. That's good. Okay, do I want to take a pause to eat my sandwich, or do I want to do this? Let's pause to take some bites of my sandwich, then we go into it. For now, I'm going to continue this, but then we'll quickly move over, once we're done, to our goals. So let's do some light practice. Wow, I'm not talking. But the sandwich is good. The sandwich is really good. Oh my, this is Ho. Oh, it's Nay? Oh, it's Nay. Of course it is. I was so confident, too. But confidence killed the cat? No, curiosity killed the cat. Confidence killed the what? I don't know. There should be a saying like that. To be cocky is a bad thing, essentially. Huh. I wonder if ni, right? I know we're just on it. But the, what is it? The katakana for ni is the same as the kanji for ni. And I wonder if they're both because ni means two. Is that the most common translation? And it's just two lines. I feel like that's simultaneously seems obvious, but could also very well easily be the answer and easily not be the answer. I'm not sure. But I wonder how most of the letters come about. Like, not just in, well, letters, characters, what do you want to say? In, like, English, too, is what I'm trying to say. Like, how did we get the letter P? It looks a lot like Thorn. Shout out to Thorn, a lowercase Thorn. We just without the top cut off. Just with the top cut off, but, I wonder how we got P. I wonder how we got B. I wonder how we got all of them. Yeah, letters are weird. Letters are weird. Wow. We're making good progress. We are making good progress. This is Ma, isn't it? Yeah, I almost put Mo. I almost put no, but that's fine. Because we got it correctly. And we keep going. We keep go. Huh. What is this? This is, I. Oh, yeah. This is, gay, no, goo, ku to goo, G-U. Oh, it's da. Is it da? Huh. I need to learn that then. It's ya or it's ya? Okay, perfect. Mm-hmm. This is not San. This is she to G to Ja. Okay. And this is B. Okay, lovely, lovely. Zoo. Wow, I'm eating a lot. I'm definitely gonna be full. But I'm sorry, this might be a poor bit to watch. It might be a poor bit to watch, but it's yummy in my tummy, I guess. If only I could eat faster like professional eater Joey Chestnut. Oh, wait. Right. Something topical I remembered. There was a professional eater that's retired. I forget his name. But he dropped that banger quote that, like, I no longer feel hunger. I was like, wow, that's such a cool quote. That is such a cool quote. It's such a perfect quote to end your career on. Being one of the most prolific professional eaters of all time, and just ending your career and saying, I no longer feel hunger. That's a bar. Wow. Well, let's get to 100, then we'll pivot over to our goals. Alright, this is Seze. This is Chi to Chu. Cho. Q. No, Kya. Hugh. Cheap. New. Gi. Ze. Pia. I'm really dying of thirst right now. I finished my water. I need to grab some. I've got to 100. I pause to get some water. I pivot to resolutions. I come back here and do some stuff casually, and then maybe I'll end with some puzzles. That sounds like a plan for stream. It does. Wow, I'm really fighting my throat. But we can power through this with the power of B, Y, and A, followed by CHO. One more K for the road. Coup for the road? We can't end on a loss. Say. And who? Okay. This is pay, but we're done there. I'm not looking, blah, blah, blah. And I will be back in a moment. Right. Resolutions. Those are things that people have. But this isn't about resolutions, this is about goals. And the goals I have are tremendous. But that I mean I need to think of that now. Goals. What is a goal? Well, I guess let's start with streaming goals. Personal goals? No, let's just do streaming goals. I want to make a cover. Want to make an English cover. Preferably a Presence by Superfly. I spelled Presence wrong. I'm not sure if I'm be satiated with one, but I do want to make songs. I want to sing songs. I want to do covers of songs. Why is it not spelling? Presence. Okay, it's with a C. I could have just fixed that, but that's fine. But yes, I really loved Awashi, and I really loved that second opening. And I mentioned this before in my mid-year resolution streams, but I want to replicate that. Not replicate it. I want to make it. I want to make it my own. I want to make an English cover of it, make the song my own with that cover. Obviously, metaphorically my own. Presence belongs to Superfly. The opening belongs to Awashi or Katakana, whoever. Was it Katakana? Whoever owns the IP. But the way I sing and how I handle the song, I don't want to just mimic Superfly with English lyrics. I want, because I cannot sing like them. I do not have that voice. I also lack that talent. But the voice specifically, I can't reach that high. I can't sing that well. I can't sing that calmly. And it reminds me of one of my favorite covers I've seen of an anime opening, an English cover of Case of Death by Riff Shop. Riff Shop is this like, I guess, is metal the right word? Are they still, I don't even know. It's been a while since I've seen them, but they were this like metal group that would sometimes make metal covers, like metal themed original songs, maybe Scream, maybe. It was fun. They did fun stuff. And I felt like the music that they did was their own. And their cover of Darling in the Franxx, Case of Death, their cover of that was just, and it still is, the best, not the best cover, well, one of the best covers I've ever seen, but definitely the best Darling in the Franxx cover. And Darling in the Franxx was really big. Kiss of Death was really big. A lot of people have covered it. But that was probably my favorite cover. And it was an English cover, no less. But they didn't mimic exactly how they sounded. They brought in their own sounds, their own voices. And they really made the song theirs in that sense. I know, not in a literal sense, but in a metaphorical sense, where instead of matching themselves to be like what it was sung originally, they matched the song to how they sing best. And I want to do that. Granted, I have no idea how I sing best, but I want to find out. But yes, I want to make an English cover specifically because I feel like that would be cool. I want to do that. I feel like it's a good measure of my Japanese. I just have to figure out terms, mixing, and how to sing. You know, starting from zero. But it'll be fun. Alright. Use the second channel. If you don't know, I've made a second channel. And what you also probably know, there is nothing on it. There is nothing on it. I don't even know if you can subscribe. I don't know if you can put it into the YouTube search bar and find it and subscribe to it. But there is currently nothing on it. I want to change that. I want to use it. I want to make some content. And the content I want to make, and I'm not sold on it entirely, but I am pretty sold on it. VA work and audio drama? Audio roleplay / ASMR? Question? I'm not sure if that's the right term. I really love voice acting. I think it's cool. I don't know if I'll ever be able to become talented enough to call myself a voice actor. Okay, I might change it. I don't know what the other Stone Talk channel is. I think it's Stone Talk TV. I think I might change it to Stone Talk VA. Not that I deserve the VA, but just for the art of work that's on it. Or Stone Talk ASMR, but it's not really an ASMR channel. I do like ASMR, but basically I just want to use my voice to create things. That's my goal. And my brain, but mainly my voice. I think I want to do stuff like maybe read bedtime stories. I know a lot of them are, what's the word? Not open, not free, copyright free now. They're copyright free because it's been hundreds of years. And you can't copyright something for so long. You can copyright versions, but you can't copyright entire works like that for so long. Copyright only lasts for so long. And so a lot of them are public domain. That's the word, public domain. A lot of them are public domain, and I think I want to say it. Or speak them. And I like trying to throw my voice around, making it higher, lower, different pitches, different tones, different speaking patterns. I like it. I really like doing this little character voices for Stardew Valley. I think it's cute. I do think it's cute. But I think that's one of my goals. To use the Stone Talk, I'll call it Stone Talk VA. I think right now it's Stone Talk TV. I'll probably change it to Stone Talk VA. And it's the main channel, which is where I do stuff. I guess. I don't know. I still need to edit. Speaking of edits. Uploads at least twice a month. Uploads at least twice a month. And by specifically uploads, I don't mean streams. I mean physically upload videos. Because I've not been doing that basically since I was doing my Daily Dolls stream. Not streams. Daily Dolls videos. My daily Wordle puzzles. I have recorded videos since then, or I have edited videos since then, but very few. I want to upload at least twice a month. And then at least one short a week. So yeah, 2 long form uploads a month, and for short term uploads a month, short form uploads a month. That's a goal of mine, which I guess I need to start working towards because it's already a week into October. Oh my! Granted, do I have anything going on in October? Nothing explicitly, but you never know. You never know. What other things were there? You know what? Can we make loftier goals? I think we can. This is going to be very far in the future. But I would love to do a 24-hour live stream. Now, I will say this explicitly. Right now, a 24-hour live stream is impossible for me. I do not have the staff to monitor this while I sleep. And I don't think I have the physical capabilities to stay up for 24 full hours. I don't know if I'm a combination of physically able to do it with have the power to properly run a stream for this long. But I think it's really cool, the concept of a 24-hour stream. Not just this is different from a subathon, which... Would I like to do that? I don't know. But it's different. I think a 24-hour stream specifically is really cool. And I would like to plan events, choreograph things, blah, blah, blah. I would like to plan more. I'd like to do more events. Not events, but more planned out things. Like maybe have a fleshed out stream schedule, which I think I can do. Anything else that comes to mind? Minor things like put out a formal stream schedule, make better content, don't be late, stuff like that. But I feel like I should have at least 5. What are some loftier goals? Collab. I want to collab with people. I might be incredibly shy, but I think collabing is cool. I would love to collab with someone. But of course, there's always the worry of, are they secretly evil? And not like the good kind of evil, like the bad kind of evil. Because, oh my, that's a shame, because I've been on YouTube for a while as a viewer. I remember as a kid, think, oh, I like this guy's channel. And then, a month later they haven't uploaded because they've done stuff that's very illegal or unethical or both. Some people didn't even get canceled. They're just deplatformed because they physically are not allowed to be on the platform anymore. It's that's why I always try not to be too parasocial. I do love the streamers I love, or the content creators I love, and I do hope that they're the best people they are, and I do wish the best of them. And I am a little bit parasocial, I will say. I'm a little too personally invested, but at the end of the day, I understand if they are not the person I thought they were. I understand that maybe a beloved streamer could be a terrible person. Because I have gone through that, you know. I can't even shout. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. I think I mentioned it with when I was reminiscing about Minecraft streamers. And also, Menace, if you're still watching, that's why I mentioned that little bit about Minecraft at the beginning, where Minecraft server bad could always be very, very bad. So I'm glad it was just Eldritch Horrors, which is probably the first time that line's been uttered. Glad it's only Eldritch Horrors, not human horrors. That would be much, much worse. But yeah, I do want to collab. I think collabing is really cool. Oh, duh. This kind of goes along with upload once a week, but edit streams you like into videos. Yeah, because sometimes I make content that I want to make into video, and I just kind of don't for some reason, and it's sad. Like the potato one, I want to make that into a video. I did a stream a while back that wasn't so popular because it was kind of spur of the moment, kind of at an awkward time, kind of before it's established any audience whatsoever, and based on my audience, it's not what they would have liked at all, but it was just a joke conspiracy theory stream. Joke conspiracy theory stream. And I had that in queue because I think it would be so funny to do that. I think it would be so funny to make a video about that. Because I don't know why. I think it's very suited for that. And I have about an hour of content that I have sifted through already. I have already sifted through it. I just need to compile it all. I think I have like maybe 30 minutes. I cut that hour into 30 minutes. I need to refine that 30 into somewhere between 8 and 25 minutes. And I want to heavily edit it. That's a passion project of mine that I have not touched in a while. And lastly, I'll do plan more structured streams. Speaking of that, you know, the passion project thing I mentioned, that was what I would consider a structured stream, where I had something I wanted to do and talk about. Well, actually, structured stream is not the right word, but it's the word that comes to mind when I'm using it. I can't think of a better one, but plan streams, I guess, where I do some prep work. Plan more prep streams. I'll call them prep streams. Structured/prep streams. I want to prepare for streams more, like make them more entertaining. Not scripted, of course. I don't know how you'd even script it, but like maybe a skit almost. Not a skit, but improv a skit, I guess. I don't know. Because I really did have a lot of fun with that fake conspiracy theory mumbo jumbo. I thought it was really silly. I remember I got really into it too. If you want to hear me cry, you should watch that stream, because I genuinely cry. I genuinely cry and hyperinflate a bit, which, you know, probably shouldn't laugh at, but oh my, I was really, really into it. I cried. I had cheers of joy. It was cringe, but it was me. And it was very cringe. I tried to do some ending thing where I was the biggest conspiracy of them all, but that's probably getting cut out of the VOD. Maybe, I don't even know. We'll find out when we find out. But man, that was a fun stream. I want to do something similar to that again. Obviously not a copy, you can paste the same thing, but yeah. I think that will do it for now. Maybe I'll add more goals, but for now, this is our goals. So we can say goodbye to that, and we can say hello to you. I think we get to 150 and then we start doing puzzles. I think that's a fair game to play. 150 correct, of course, because we're already at 120, right? Sorry, attempted, not right. So getting to 150 correct, it shouldn't be too hard. We just gotta yap a bit and go a lot. And that's in our repertoire. Is this na or is this no? It's na, right? Yes, it is. Lovely. I think I'm getting... Okay, I'm definitely better than I was 2 hours ago. Actually, am I? I don't even know. But I'm having fun with it. I want to practice Japanese more. I just mainly been doing this in Duolingo. I need to actually crack open like a Genki study book. I need to crack it open and actually sit my buttocks down and dive into the nitty-gritty of it. Because something that I think will help me memorize kana is words. Which means I should probably do, what is it, Anki? Whatever the flashcard one is. I should probably learn that. That word, probably learn how to use that. And I think that will very much improve my talents. Oh, this is Moo. Of course it's Moo. This is Mo. This is Ho. Ne and Q. But yeah, I have so much I want to do, and I should take the effort to do it. I also really need to relearn the 106 Stitches of Pi. You know what? I might end the stream with that. 106 Stitches of Pi. Because I'm rusty on that. I'm rusty. I don't even remember the first 22. I know it's 3.14159265358979328. Sorry, 32384664. I think it's like 24. I don't know, not 248. That's silly. 246, 338, 327, something like that. But I'm wrong already. I know I'm wrong. I mean, I should still have it up on my notes. I'll check. I will check, and hopefully I can learn and grow and be a better talking stone. Yes, a better talking stone. Oh my. We're already at 132, so we're making good progress. 150 a week. Not the best, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. And man, my posture is atrocious. Atrocious. Is this Ray? It's Ray. For a second I thought it was Ma. I was like, why did I think it's Ma? Because I have a little thing in my head that says Ma is really strong as the way of remembering some of these. Like, this is Ma. Because it looks like Mom is lifting a dumbbell. And it's like, Ma is really strong. And this is Myo. And that's how I remember some of these. Like, this, I don't know how, I don't remember, no, I don't have a specific memory knacks for all of them, but for some of them, I definitely do. For some of them, I definitely do. Like, this just looks like the wind, which I don't know why, but Zoe. I don't know why I said it looks like the wind. I don't know what that had to do with it. I thought I was going somewhere. I was going nowhere. Oh, silly of me. But we're already on the last one. BYU. 150, 167. Ah, we can do Ha. There we go. Not looking at you. We're going to VTuber chatting. And notepad. Okay. Let's see what else we had. Go. There's all the digits of pi. Let's see. What do we remember? 3.14159265358979323846264. 338, 327. Part of me thinks I remembered that. Part of me thinks I said that correctly. But let me just, jot that down again. 3.14159265338979323846642. Wait, 4664? No, sorry, 3238466264. So let me remember the first 21 first. 3.14159265358979323846264 338 Okay, I've got that much. After 327, it's 950. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to remember all of them? Okay, so after 327, it's 950-288-419. Okay. So from the top, 3.14159265385. Sorry, 3.14159265358979323846264338327 It's not 288. Might be 288-4819. Oh, it is 288-419. Okay. Then 716-939-937 510-582. It's your next. Okay. I got that. 3.1415926535889793238433827 939-937 510-582 what? 097. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good progress. Let me recount that one more time. And we don't have to remember all of them. We just have to remember, what was that, 30, 48, 57? First 57 digits should be fine. For now, practice them all off stream. But let me just do it one last time. 3.14159265358979323846264 338-327-950-288-419-716-939-937-510-582-097. Yeah, that's all I remember so far. That's all I remember. But, 57 digits. Not bad. Or that should be 57 digits if I can recall off the top of my head. Which I can't really recall, but we'll assume it's correct. I did not double check the hours I was reading. But yes. So now let's get on to some chess puzzles. The daily puzzle from chess.com. Let's see what you have in store for us. Endgame MVP. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't really want to trade the queens, which is the first thing I see. Because if I trade queens, I might be cooked. Because, takes. And then what are we left with? We have 4 pawns and a bishop. To your, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns and a knight. Which might be winning for us, depending on the position, but it might not be. Wait, hold up. I can't even take the knight, because if I take the knight and I'm winning like that, you could have perpetual. And by that I mean, you can check here, force me, not there, force me up, check me there, force me out like that, check me there, and I would, if I were to go back in here, oh, I could block with this, but then you have that hanging. No, you don't. Yeah, let's just take the free knights. Better move. Oh, that's hard. Do you want to take the free pawn? No, if I take the pawn out, my queen's gonna die. So the moves I see are queen takes, queen check, queen takes, or queen takes. And what's the merit in any of them? what is the merit in any of them? Oh my, I don't know. I really am at a loss. Well, obviously we know it's not that, because we tested it and it... Oh, maybe if I force your king onto that diagonal first? Okay, we're gonna try taking pawn. I really should have just thought about this, but it... Taking there. Okay. Oh. And then coming back here to block. It was that simple, really? Oh no. I might be getting my goose cooked then. I might be getting my goose cooked if it was that simple and I missed it. If it was that simple and I missed it, it's not looking too bright for me today. It is not looking the best and the brightest. No, no, no. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Man, I wish there's a way to ban bots who try to sell U-botting, because I don't really care about that. I don't really. Well, I do care about U-botting, in the sense that I don't want to do it, and I think people who do it intentionally, because obviously sometimes you have companies who U-bot for you to pretend like their product is bigger or better, but in general, U-botting is kind of cringe. Just be happy with what you have, I guess. Black to... Hello? Okay, there we go. A little bit of lag, but that's fine. We have mate in 2. Back rank mate. Alright, this... We kind of have to take the queen, because if we don't, we lose a piece, essentially. And that's not cool. Here, back rank problems the king is having. Because he can only move on these 2 squares if it's in check. So we take the rook, and then we take the queen because it's defended. Lovely. Okay, this looks like checkmate because this diagonal is really weak, and the easiest way to get there is with this queen. So let's go there. The square is really weak because the bishop covers it, so the queen can deliver checkmate. Lovely. Oh. Now if we were to go to here, we'd lose a piece. But we don't have to. We can go here and checkmate. And that is checkmate. Defended by the bishop and nothing else there. Lovely. Oh, this is the classic Morpheus mate. Bishop is here. It protects this square. Allows the rook to rush in. And that takes away every square the king has. And obviously the king can't move here because the pawn there. So we can play the lovely rook to d1. Checkmate. Alright, first instinct, check captures the jacks. We check with the queen. The queen probably has to block. Then maybe... No, then we just deliver checkmate. Okay. Because the rook defends. Yes. Speaking of the rook defends, we check here to push the king to the corner, where then it would have back rank problems, and then we deliver check and mate with the rook. Nothing's pinned, so this is very doable for us. Very, very doable for us. Right, right. Oh, you want to discover tech on our queen, but you leave your king so weak, because again, your king's only free squares here, because this is taken by the knight, and this is defended by the knight, so the queen can come in and deliver checkmate. We had this before. We go here to check, force the king to quarter to deliver blackmate problems, and then we check, you take, and we checkmate. Perfect. Because it's just essentially back rank checkmate. Lovely. We've repeated it so much that it's commonplace to us. Speaking of commonplace, this is just a blunder of a piece because we have a battery directed right at it and you only have one defender. So that just seems simple. Okay. Now, the king at first glance looks open, the black king. However, it's in a mating net right now. The king cannot go here because of the pawn. Can't go here because of the king. Can't go here, here, or here because of the rook. So its only free squares are here and here. But what if we were to go rook, say, c6? Checkmate. Lovely. Alright. First instinct. Checks, captures, and attacks. This is a check. This forces the king into the corner. Unfortunately, we can't just back rank right now. That would be fun, but rules are rules. Then after that, maybe we check, force the bishop to block, and then deliver checkmate. That seems reasonable. Okay, let's do it then. Perfect. We are perfect. Ooh, this is something we did before. We have to check to deflect the king into the corner. So we can deliver black rank by sacking the queen and delivering checkmate with the rook. Lovely. Pretty simple because we've done this so many times. It's ingrained in our big, brilliant minds. Alright, without the queen, where can the king go? The king can go here, 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 and here. If we disregard the queen. Because this square is taken by the king, this square is taken by the pawn. So instinct would be to go here. Takes away this square, this square, this square, this square. This square's already taken away. Forces you into here, into h5, where we deliver checkmate. Okay, so mate in 2. Lovely. This is simple. We check to force you in front of your queen. Check, you go, I don't care, to Cancun. We take your queen. You take back. And then how many squares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, we know this is correct first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let me just count out. I go 1, 1. I go 2, 2. I go 3, 3. And you lose. Okay, so just push the pawn. We don't have to defend it. We're already winning. Lovely. Just wanted to make sure of that. This queen check seems pretty brutal. Because you can't block it with your queen like this because the knight's here. So where do we go? We basically take away this entire row for you, for your king. So you have to go to one of these spaces while my queen is here. Queen h1 is out of the question. Sorry, king h1 is out of the question because we just delivered checkmate. So it's between these two squares. Right, right. Well, here's the thing. If you, well, I think this is the right move, but let's say you go purple. Then bishop check. And then what? You're forced maybe here again, where I have this check. And it's just devastating. Let's just go. That's the one thing I did not prepare for. So how are we going to prepare for this? How are we going to prepare for this? Because I did not think this far. I just assumed it was correct. I don't know why. Alright. We have one good check. Well, we have two good checks. That's a fork. It's probably the fork, but that... that is interesting. Knight here forces either queen to take or to either corner. You know what? We'll just play fork-a-roni. Yep, there we go. Alright, there's a discovered attack on our queen. Oh, that's interesting. I'd love to discover check, which I will do. I'll move the... Not discover check. This is check with a discovered attack on the queen. These two things want to see each other, want to kill each other. The only problem is this bishop's in the way. But I can move this bishop, which would give a check on the king, which you would have to deal with. Then I would be able to take your queen. All according to plan. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm yawning. Oh my. First instinct is check. You take. And I don't have a good follow-up. So that's a plan. If I take that pawn, you have to take. Then I have this, which you promptly block. And I'm down a knight for nothing. Huh. Well, actually, how free is the queen? Because rook to a4 is pretty devastating. Because where can the queen go? Can't go here. It's taken by the rook. Assuming we have here. Can't go here. It's defended by the knight. Can't go here, here, or here. Because either a lower value piece would take it. Can't go here because of the pawn. Can't go here because of the rook. Can't go here because of this pawn. Can't go here because of the knight. Can't go here because of the pawn. Okay, so yeah. It is rook to a4. We will take our free piece. Lovely. Okay, now what? I'm sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. So what do we have? I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Check. Takes, forces you there, takes, forces you, let's say, back, takes. That just seems too good to be true. There we go. That was pretty devastating. Alright, white to move. Huh. Well, my first instinct would be, I don't even know, take with the pawn, but... Oh, wait. I didn't even see this bishop, which defends this queen, which allows me to deliver mate in 1. King is kind of in a maiden right now, so a simple check could disrupt that. Yes. That check is the first move that comes to mind, because the queen takes away these squares, and then the bishop would take away this square, so the king would have to, after this, you'd either block with the rook, which I don't understand why you would do, or you'd go over here, and then this would be checkmate, so you would have to probably throw in the rook. Or maybe not. Alright, I'm just saying take the free rook, because when you take, I take your queen, and I'm up a piece in an endgame. A full piece, not just any piece. A rook. Okay, I didn't see that, but I can block. Lovely. Interesting. You want to probably bully my king in front of my queen and take for free. I kind of want to do that. That forces the only moves would be either to sack the rook or to go to that corner. And from that corner, then what? Yo, no, I'm doing it backwards, aren't I? I go rook there, and you have to go either there or there. Whoa, you're not a horsey. You are a king. If you go here, check, mate. So you can't go there. So you go here, and I deliver the same check. And it should be mate. Yeah, it's sort of like a morph mate. Yeah. Okay, so now what? So now what? Ha ha ha. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm very eepy right now. But I still want to do my best. Oh. I say we take, you take, we take. And I'm not going to question it. Yeah, it was pretty simple. Smother mate. I'm sorry. This is just so fun. This is double check with the knight and the queen. So you have to move over to your only space. In which case, I sack the queen because it's defended by the knight. You can't take with the king, so you have to take with the rook. And then I deliver smother mate by bring my knight back. It's quite genius, if I do say so myself. Because I love it. I love smother mates. It's fun. I've never played smother mate in a game, though, unfortunately. Alright. Huh. Oh, dovetail mate. Because the rook's on this file. So if I just bring the queen back here, it takes away these squares, and these squares, and your pawn's already there. So yeah, dovetail checkmate. I believe it's called dovetail. I'm not even sure. This is a pretty devastating move. How do you block? You can't go here because I mate. You have to go here, and then I just go there and mate. Oh man, that's just devastating. I have to play it. If I push and you follow, I push. Oh yeah, no, you're out of my league. And I'll go here to make sure you don't queen, or if you queen, that'll get taken. And there's my queen. That's just the first instinct. And then you rush over there. And then checkmate with the bishop? No way. Or maybe. Oh, that's sweet. Alright, so if I take here, you probably like take back or something. And then I take, and then you take, and I do discard check, and take, and yeah, it should be fine. Do you want to take? Yeah, we'll take there first, and then we'll do our discovered check, and our free piece. Lovely. If I go here, well, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to that file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, I'm winning. There we go. Just simple that. And now what? I don't have any checks to the queen. Because here and here both taken by the knight. I could try pushing and pushing, essentially. Or I could try this. Yeah, this, if I go here, even if you queen, I just threaten mate. So it seems pretty devastating, and I am kind of turning my brain off right now, so wow, you're just throwing the farm at me. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say that the pawn blocks the last escape square. Forgot to mention that. I'm thinking take the free piece, because once you take back... Yeah, and even if you check with your queen, I just drop back with mine. So, it should be simple. Yeah. Easy breezy. If I go here, you go here. I go here. You go here. And then I go here. That's just checkmate. So, yeah. Let's just do it. Perfect. Rook and knight. Powerful combination. I just want to go here. That forces you either there or there, and then I just kind of queen. So, yeah. Simple enough. Do I want to check? No. I want to go back. Here's the thing. If I go here, you take, I take, you queen. And I don't like that. So we'll take their, then we'll queen. Okay. Simple enough. This is back rank threat. You drop your bishop back, but then I take here, putting more pressure on it, and I'm winning. I'm like 60% sure about that. Yeah, I can't just go here, can I? But I can drop back. I was going to say I can drop back to here to protect my piece, but then you can just check, force me up, and then queen, which I don't like. Oh my. Am I at a loss? Oh my. I might be at a loss. Because even if I drop back, once you queen, I have to take it and you take my rook. What did I miss? What am I missing? Oh wait, no, I'm not missing anything. Except for the fact that if I do this... Okay. I was going to say, if you did the check thing, I had this. Which basically forces you out, and then I'm allowed to go down with a discovered check and blah blah blah. Basically, your goose would have been cooked. But instead you just do that, so it's an easy take. Right, right. I think we need to play with some pins. First instinct will be to pin, like that. You know what, just play it. I don't care if I get it wrong at this point. Just a free piece. Just a free piece. That seems pretty devastating. Ooh, but I do have this check. And this check. Not this check, sorry. This check, both of which force the king here. Huh. Oh yeah, no, I kind of have to play check otherwise. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Otherwise, that's just checkmate. So where were my manners? Check here. Say check. Can't go there. Okay, so we just bully you essentially. But there's no difference between these two squares. Is there? Oh no, there is. This square is defended by this bishop, so I can't take it. Alright, how do I checkmate you then? What I forgot to use my eyes to see before was knight takes rook. I don't know why I didn't see it, but that's pretty devastating. But I feel like there's something more, and I'm very curious about it. I'm very, very, very curious about it. So let's just take the rook. Oh, we're already at 40? Okay, we got one wrong. We can get more. This is dovetail? No, you still have this. But then I have this, which is essentially checkmate. So, not thinking much. Oh, you didn't let me play it. Well, darn. I wanted to play it. That's pretty popping. I think just check and mate. Lovely. And, ooh. I would love to go down here. Unfortunately, this guy's a pain in the butt. In the butt. So what can I do? I'm sorry. I think I sound loopy. I'm very tired. I don't know why. That would be great if only the knight wasn't there. So, knight sacrifice. There we go. This just looks like sack the bishop. I want it to be sack the bishop. So, I would be explaining this more, but first of all, I'm not even checking that much. And second of all, I don't even know what I'm doing. That would be cool. Unfortunately, queen takes. That is cool. Unfortunately, you could just move your queen, king. I take. You know what? Let's just shoot the fork. It was the fork, really? Huh. Let's say here you take. I take with check. You take back. All right, we're just gonna do it. Is that what we do? Yeah, that's where we go. This is a pretty devastating move. Followed by... So, queen takes, king there. Queen takes, pawn takes. Knight forks, king comes trying to attack the knight. Knight takes the queen. What? Or I can do check there. Okay, not that. Oh no, check with the bishop. Check with the bishop. Then if you go here, which you have to do, because if you go here, it's mate. So it's not that. So you have to go here. And then, oh, mate with the rook. Okay, so it's simple. I did not realize the knight could take. In truth, oh, no, it's still checkmate. Because of the smothering of the knight. Oh my. For some reason, I want it to be go here. Which would be great, but except takes. And let's say I do go here. You just go back. It's not that deep or special. You know what? We'll play queen here anyway. We'll find me being wrong. Because we're 46? Okay, maybe we should get to 50. White to move. Not a lot of stuff. Options for you. Alright, first instinct would be take the free pawn. If I take this, that forces... If I take this, that forces a reaction out of you. Where do you go? You can't go back, because if you do, I go up here and I pin and I will trade down and win. Actually, granted, you can go here, but then I'll have a fork. So, going after the knight like that is not a good idea. Just one way. Rook here. You can't go here. You can't go here for the same reason. You can't go here because of the king. So, that just leaves this entire diagonal. With the exception of this square. Because of the same reason as fork. Or skewer or whatever. And I think I touched on before, this knight check. Going here covers this square, but also takes this square and this square. Interesting. So, and this square is taken by the rook. So basically, if I go here, you would have to go here. Right? Right. Okay. So now what? now what? If I go there, then what? If only I could force you over to be pinned, but even then that wouldn't work. I do think this is the right move, though. So now what? This is a check. This is a check. This is a check. Forces you here, 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 or here. Okay. You know, we'll play the first move. No? Okay, we were wrong. But 46 is our record. 46 is our record. Right. I think that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. It is all very appreciated. Ending spiel. Do the things you want. Do the things you like. That's what I did today. And I am very tired. But I also had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I'm going to sleep like a rock. Alright? Thank you all for watching, whether you're just stopping by, or maybe you hit the like, comment, and subscribe. It always means a lot to me. And, as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.